videos I made about Joe Biden, the American president. And I want to take it to the notice of the peoples, of American peoples and Joe Biden supporters. I would want this live video also to reach to Joe Biden, since Joe Biden is watching my videos secretly. I realize that Joe Biden is now a secret watcher, watching my videos secretly. Guys, I will explain this to you, what is going on between me and Joe Biden right now, and I will show you some proofs that was from social media. I will show you the proof. Let me just prepare this. I will show you guys some proofs, what is going on between me and Joe Biden. But I came live today to make it clear to Joe Biden that PANDI MAICA is not like African leader with just an empty word. I'm not an African leader. Okay. So guys, that was this video I made when Joe Biden called on to Ugandan president to accept LGBT. The video I posted on TikTok, on YouTube and Facebook. But the video was automatically deleted in 1 minute from all social medias. So I have to ask these social medias platform owners, if truly they are assistants, I have to ask them this question: why this video is going down by all the social media? And after later, then I got an email, that the video was banned by Joe Biden, that the video should not be published in any other social media. I will show you the email right now. And I will want to let also Joe Biden know that you cannot insult Africans and you expect Africans to keep quiet. It is impossible. Maybe some Africans may ignore your insult on Africa, but not like PANDI MAICA. And I'm ready to face Joe Biden anywhere he wants. I know he's the president of the giant, how they call it, America is the giant of the world, He's the president of the giant of the world, the country that is called America. He's the president. He has securities. I don't care about that. There is no leader that is big and above the law to insult the whole Africa. There is no African leader who stand and insult the whole America. And it can never happen. There will be no African leader who will stand and insult the whole America. It's not possible. You will see that if any African leader wake up to insult the whole America, the whole human right will wake up and against that leader. You will see all kind of laws. They will start bringing out all kind of laws. But Joe Biden wake up to insult the whole Africa. That was by Joe Biden calling on to Ugandan president to accept LGBT, and they put Samsung, 3-month Samsung on Uganda. That Ugandan, they will cut off your American visa from Uganda. Ugandan people cannot have American visa anymore. This is how they threaten, how Joe Biden threatening, even not Joe Biden, Barack Obama, they were all threatening African leaders with the visa. Even European countries, if they want to threaten Africa, they threatening African leaders with the visa. What do you people have? America, you can ban Uganda from visa, but what have you stolen from Africa? We can ban you from stealing our golds, diamond, silver, platinum, not only visa. We don't need visa. We will not ban you from one thing, but we need when Africa wake up and Africa want to ban Europeans, Americans, and UK. We are going to ban you from everything, even from the good air you are breathing. We are going to ban you from it. Guys, I will show you this. I will show you this this message. The email I got. When I got the email, I was like, yeah. Then I need to show this email to people. At least I think some people will be able to read this. Let me see if I think it can be clear. I will want people to read it. How people can read it. I will want to show how people can read it. I want to see if people can read it in somehow. Okay, but I will put it here, then I will publish it later on this page, for people to read this. This was the email I got, the email I got, and I will read it also for you people to hear the email I got. Okay, hi Immigrant Defender, that was my email name, my email name was Immigrant Defender. Okay, so hi Immigrant Defender, we have received your review over the following. Okay, video. Because of Joe Biden, this video is banned by all medias. We review your contents carefully and have confirmed that it violates our hate speech policy. We know this is probably disappointing news, but it is our jobs to make sure that Joe Biden is not getting harassed or insult from anyone. How does this impact your content? We wouldn't be putting your content back on media. If your appeal was for a warning, you will not be given another warning in future. This was from Joe Biden. You know, this was caused by Joe Biden, you know. So that's the time I realized that Joe Biden have been getting my messages with all the evil deed that he was doing. He was getting my messages. So this is, I realized also this was the reason that they want to ban TikTok. Because TikTok was very free. But do you know that this video was even deleted by TikTok? Because Joe Biden was threatening them. Joe Biden was threatening these application CEOs. So that Africans will not have the right to talk back at Joe Biden. So that Joe Biden, the evil secret of Joe Biden will not be leaked out. You know, this is why Joe Biden is trying to put his hand on the deck to make sure that all social media CEOs are being controlled by American government. This was the main reason they want to ban TikTok. And I think TikTok now abide by their rules, by American government rules. If you have an application where people go there and speak like TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and know that all these CEO of this application are being controlled by American government. American government decide what video will be published on their applications. This video was published. I've published this video almost a month ago or 2 months ago. I think that time Joe Biden have not seen the video, but the video was really going viral, very viral, you know. The video was really very going viral because many people were watching the video, you know, and many people were sharing the video. I think like 1 million people were sharing the video, just share. They were sharing, more than 1 million people were sharing the video. So the video got to Joe Biden. That's how the video got banned from all social medias. At once they delete from all social medias, you know. So I was trying to get them an email and give them an email because I was like to know why my video got down. Because when I made a video about these white peoples who make themselves like they are supremacy to black Africans, then I want to know if that content is down. I want to know the reason. Is it about racism? Or is it about the content have a fault? Or is it about it was from the leader that I made a video about? So that's how I know that the video I made was about Joe Biden. And Joe Biden was the cause. When they send me an email, you know, I will mention the application. If Joe Biden want to go and arrest the application CEO, go and arrest. This email was from YouTube. This email was from YouTube. Okay. I got an email from TikTok also. So we are all the same email. That's why I don't need to screenshot every email, you know. I just screenshot because they were all the same messages, you know. The video was down by all social medias because of Joe Biden, because Joe Biden was mentioned in the video. And I was talking about the evil deed of Joe Biden and the disrespect that Joe Biden did to Africa by forcing Africans and telling them to accept homosexuality in Africa. It can never happen in Africa, and I will repeat it here again over and over. If you like, keep on banning my videos over and over, but I will still keep on repeating because Joe Biden was very stupid to make that decision to tell Africans to accept what should not be accepted in Africa. What Americans, you know, what Americans will not take from Africans, then Africans are not going to take it from America. If America is not going to take this rubbish from Africa, then Africa is not ready to take the rubbish from America anymore. That's what Joe Biden have to understand. You know, I am not going to say that I can fight Joe Biden, but I'm not afraid of Joe Biden. No matter anywhere you are, Joe Biden, I will want you to know that I am different from African leaders who you can threaten with your stupid words. I am ready to face you because you are a man who have caused a lot of wars in Africa. You, Joe Biden, you caused a lot of distractions in Africa. The killing innocent people in Southern Sudan, was all caused by you, Joe Biden. The killing innocent people even in Ukraine war couldn't be finished because Joe Biden is under pushing Ukraine to be destroyed more and more. We know all this. But we don't care whatever you do with Europeans, UK. We don't care. Those are the same white people like you. They were racist like you. So if you people are fighting against each other, we don't have any business with that. But we have a business with Africa. Because we are black Africans. And we will never reject Africa for anyone. And we will stand for Africa anywhere we go. We will stand for Africa. We are born Africans, real born Africans, and we read the story of Africa, whatever you people have done to Africa, and still you are not guilty. You are not feeling the same. You are not feeling afraid. You still want to do more to Africa. And when Africans came out to speak it on out, their mind in social media, you call that a violent. For black African to come to media and explain how things are in Africa is a violent. But it's a right for a white man to stand in front of the whole world and insult the whole Africa. And it will be on the media, it will not be a violent. What Joe Biden did, it is a violent. What Kamala Harris was doing in Africa was a violent on Africans. By telling Africans to accept this or else I will put sanction on you. Why are you forcing Africans to accept LGBT if you are a real man? If you know what you are doing is the right thing. You told me that accept this and I say I will not accept. Is it your business? Are you the one ruling my country? If not the uselessness of African leaders who doesn't care about their own peoples. Can Joe Biden say this and get away with it? If I'm a president in Africa, Joe Biden, you will not like me. I swear to the Holy Quran. You will not like what next I will do. You cannot sit in America and you feel like because you are an American president, America is just like a chicken leg to us. We don't see America as the giant. Those Africans who see America as the giant of the whole world, they don't know how America was built. Those who knows how America was built will call America an African continent, an African country. We will not call America belongs to white people. I've been saying this for a very long time. America doesn't belong to any bloody damn white man. America belongs to black people because everything in America today, beautiful, was built by black materials. Was built by the materials that were stolen from Africa. Every beautiful buildings or every beautiful structures you see in America today was built by created by our great-grandfathers who you took them there and make them a slave, use them and murder them. But today you, Joe Biden, you sit and insult the whole Africa. The whole Africa. Only you, Joe Biden. One white man will stand and insult the whole Africa. It will be like he is fighting for human right. They will call it human right. But there is no African leader who will wake up and insult only America and get away with it. No African leader will be able to do it. No African leader. You know, one thing is, I understand one thing here is, and I want to tell African leaders that if Joe Biden can wake up and tell you to accept LGBTQ, that is not an African culture, and we are not used to that, and we are never going to accept that in Africa. If Joe Biden is threatening you, then tell Joe Biden, I, PANDI MAICA say, America should accept for their men to go and let them go and cut their bola. Because white people don't do it. Why are they not doing it? For their women to go and do the same thing. To be caught with razor blade. Will they accept this? Why are you, the African leaders, not acting like a leaders? Someone came to you and tell you to accept his culture. Then why can't you tell him to accept your culture also and see if it is okay? Americans have been planning to even remove that one from Africa. They say that one is, you know, I see many black African women who sit on social media, you know, to cut woman private part is not good. It make you to have a child, it become difficult for you when they cut your private part as a woman. They were trying to remove that, you know, and white people are in support of that because they know that was what make African women strong. And they want to remove it out. They know the difference between a white woman and a black woman, that is the difference. Why black women are more strong Our African women, most of the African black women are more stronger than white women. That is the only difference. So they know this strategy. They are telling you to stop it. When you, the African women stop doing it, they will start doing it. I want to tell this to many African young ladies that I saw on social media circulating and bouncing themselves like, oh, when they caught my own, I couldn't even bear a children. Before I bear a children, it took 10 years. That was the will of God for you to not to have a child for 10 years in marriage. It's not about that. What you are blaming, you are just trying to show people that you are violated. They violated your right in Africa. You are trying to show white people that Africans violate your right. Your parents violate your human right. Do you have a human right? In African culture, a child don't have human right on his father or on his mother. You know, Africa cannot be like Europe, and Africa can never be like America, and Africa can never be like England. Don't ever think of it. You know why? Disrespect is too much. That's why in Africa right now we have too much disrespect. No respect between Africans. We have too much disrespect. You cannot even beat your own child because they call it human right. Child abuse. Beating your own child because he do wrong. That is our African culture. When a child didn't do good, we treat them the right thing. We beat them and tell them this is the right thing so that tomorrow they will think. Forget about Europe, how they treat their children. Do you know the life of Europe? Do you think Europeans are living in better life? Do you think white people are living in a better life? Is that what you, the Africans, are thinking? And you want to be like them. You want to take their culture. And the cultures you are abandoning, those are the same cultures that they are trying to improve under in their governments. The cultures that they are making you, the Africans, to look down on your cultures. They make you, the Africans, to look down on your own cultures, telling you that your cultures are human right violations. Your cultures violate human right. What about the European cultures? Are they not violating human right? By Joe Biden waking up and telling Africans to accept LGBTQ, it violates the right of every African. Joe Biden violated the right of the whole continent, and nobody talk about it. Human right was keeping quiet. They couldn't tell Joe Biden that what you are saying is a force on them, and what you are doing is violating the African human right. Because we are black African, we are nobody, we don't have human right, right? But tell me, if you wake up, you mistakenly said Europeans should accept, or white people should accept for their women to be caught. You will never repeat that for the rest of your life. Human right will wake up. You will see child abuse right will wake up. Every right you see, you will hear right here, law here, this law, this law. You will hear all kind of laws coming for you. And you can't escape it. They prepare law. When they want Africans to accept something, they call it human right. So that Africans will be afraid. So that African leaders will be afraid to say no. Because when they said LGBTQ is a human right, African leaders were afraid because they were thinking that when they say no, that means they violate the human right. Because they emphasize human right to Africans the way that Africans will never benefit from it. But tell me one thing. Whatever Joe Biden did in Africa, was it not a violation in human right? Joe Biden, of course, many wars in African countries, in many African countries. That was not violating human right. Killing African innocent people. Supplying terrorists. France is a country that was terrorizing Africa for a very long time. France was a country that was empowering terrorists, empowering weapons to terrorists in Nigeria, to terrorists in Congo, to terrorists in Togo, to terrorists in all African countries. France was among. Number one, to supply weapons to terrorists, France is number one. It is not violating. France have been doing this for a decade now. Nobody talk about it. European Union have been supplying weapons to terrorists in Niger. Who talk about it? Do you hear it from the Western media? No. You will never hear this from the Western media. NATO soldier camp in Niger is there to terrorize Niger peoples, just to steal their natural resources. Nobody talk about it. We all ignore it. Nobody. Western media will never tell you nothing about this. European soldiers are there. European Union is trying to steal the natural resources of Niger. And they are trying to make war in that country by supplying weapons to terrorists. The Niger citizens, they make Africans to terrorize themselves. This is what they do. They have this strategy that Africans cannot go without money. Showing money to African can kill his or our own fellow brothers and sisters. They have this strategy, and they have this knowledge on Africans that by giving African youth, mobilize some African youths together and give them some money and send them to go and terrorize their own brothers and sisters and their own parents. Whatever is happening in Niger, we know who did it. All those terrorism that is happening in Niger right now, we know who is doing it. We know who supplied those Niger youths to terrorize their own peoples. Are they mad to terrorize, to wake up and take weapons? Where are they getting weapons from? They get a weapon that even Niger soldiers don't have those weapons. Where those weapons came from? Do Niger terrorists create weapons? But that is not violating human rights. And you see the human rights organization. I don't know who the hell is behind this human right. I don't know. But the person who is behind this is a very racist person and very wicked. The person who is behind the human rights organization, the president of human rights organization. I told you Africans, and I will repeat it over and over, human rights is not for black people, it's for only white peoples. When you realize this, you will stop saying human right in front of a white man. Because it's not for you, it's for white mans. It's for white peoples. But you as a black man, there is no human right for you. There is no human right that stands for you. The only time they will tell you human right is when they want you, the Africans, to accept something. You can see only a white man leader who will wake up and go to Africa and give something to Africans to accept that will destroy Africans, and the whole world will keep quiet about it. Do you know Joe Biden should be in the World Criminal Court right now? WCC. Joe Biden should be in WCC right now. World Criminal Court. If there is a law, if there is a human right that stands for the whole, not for white people, but if there is any human right that stands for the whole human beings, that's the time we the Africans should realize that there is no human right for Africa. African leaders refuse to emphasize themselves and recruit themselves and have their own human right for their own peoples. That's why they depend every organization or every association or every biggest law or every biggest defending law is recruited by white people, and they include Africans inside. Just to play with the mindset of Africans. But what Joe Biden did, I swear to God, everybody know, even white people, they know what Joe Biden did is rubbish. It's an insult to all Africans. And it's a violation to all African human rights. We all know it. The Human Rights Organization know what Joe Biden did is wrong. The World Criminal Court know what Joe Biden did is wrong. Who will talk about it? Nobody. They are the peoples who take the mindset of Africans and play with it. In their news, in their TVs, in their everything, we believe in them. So much. So whatever they bring out to us, we believe it. Whatever they don't want to show us, they know that whatever they write on their medias, their newspapers, they are everywhere. They know that's what we believe. That's what Africans believe. So whatever they will not want you to know, whatever bad thing they did, they will never put it there. Because they know if you see it as an African, you will believe it, that they did it. So it's only your fellow Africans like us who will be exposing them. But do you know when we expose them, you have your own fellow blacks against you sometimes, telling you that, oh, you are just destroying their names. But a Joe Biden, who you don't know from nowhere, he is not related to any African family, will insult the whole Africa. And we still have some Africans who are saying that LGBTs will be recruited in Africa. While your own culture cannot be recruited in America. But American culture can be recruited in Africa. Think Africa. I want Africans to think like me. Think like me. White peoples will never love Africa. They will never bring anything to you, the Africans, that will benefit you, the Africans, tomorrow. Someone who hates you, who always want to see you suffering, who want you to die, will never give you something that will make you to live in your life easy way. Remember this, Africa. I want Africans to know this. White people hate us. White people never love us. White people always want to see black Africans suffering. Do you think they will ever give us something that will benefit us tomorrow? Peoples who want us dead. Sign it. They will call me racist. They have been calling me racist. I have seen so many white ladies making videos about me on TikTok. I don't give a damn if you call me racist. So many white ladies. And I see one white old man who was a fool making video about me, saying that this young boy you are seeing grown with racism. And is going to die with racism. When white people are born in racism and die in racism, and you expect a black man like me will not be grown in racism. I am racist today because Europeans make me racist. They teach me how to become racist. They are the people who show me how to become racist. And now I am racist, you are not liking me anymore. When you were teaching me, you love it. When you were racist to me, you don't even know that I am learning from you. When I came to Europe, I didn't know what is racism. But because of their racism, teach me how to become racist. They were so racist to black peoples. And I learned from them how to become racist to white peoples. That's why when they call me racist, I feel so happy. If you like, change my name to racist. Don't call me PANDI MAICA. Racist. The most racist African. It's not a problem. When you see an African black man who came out to say something or to speak out something or to defend Africans, you call him a racist, you call him terrorist, you call him all sorts kind of bad names. They will call you all sorts kind of criminal names for Africans to see you as the same way they are pronouncing your name or as the same way they are describing you. To make your fellow Africans to hate you. They know really you are fighting for Africa. You are standing for Africa. You want your people to be free. But those same people you are fighting for, they will turn their brain, their mentality against you. To see you as a criminal. To see you how they describe you. Because they will always describe you as a terrorist or criminal. Every freedom fighter have been described as a terrorist or a criminal. Why? Do we the Africans think like people who fight for us, they are all criminals? They are all terrorists? The only white man that every white country hates is Hitler. Hitler. The only white man that every white man don't like. They don't want to hear even the name was Hitler. Why? Because Hitler was not killing black people, Hitler was killing white peoples. Why do they hate Hitler? That was the reason. Because Hitler was not killing black people. Hitler was killing white peoples. But if not, no matter how a white man become terrorist, what Joe Biden did is too much. Barack Obama is too much. Donald Trump is too much. You go to Boris Johnson, Tony Blair. What these people did to Africa is uncountable. Nobody will call them criminal. They call them supremacy. His Excellency. They will not call them criminals. Do you know why? Because those people destroy Africa and make their own home. That's why their people love them. Their people will never call them criminal. So I want Africans to behave like this. No matter how Europeans call your people, your president or your person who fight for you, your fellow African who fight for you, who stand for you, no matter how white people call them a criminal, you keep on supporting them. You, the Africans, love them. Keep on supporting them. They are trying to make you to hate and fight against a man who is standing for you. They know that man is standing for you. They want you to hate that man. They want you all to join together and fight against that man. The same like what they did to Muhammad Gaddafi. They know Muhammad Gaddafi was doing very well for his country more than any other president in this world. There is no leader who do well for his peoples more than Muhammad Gaddafi, who make light free, who make water free in his country. The first president that did this is Muhammad Gaddafi, and he will be the last president that will do it. To make water free. Even Europe, no matter how Europe is developed, they can never make water free. They can never make light free. No matter how America is the giant, America can never make water free. They can never get light free. England, no matter the gold they stole from Africa and built gold magazine in England, they can never have water free. They can never have light free. It's only Muhammad Gaddafi have that power to do that for Libyans. They know it, that Muhammad Gaddafi was doing very well for his peoples, was defending his people very well, to the extent he wants to defend the whole Africa right now. When Muhammad Gaddafi, they see that this man is not only trying to make his country free, but trying to make the whole Africa free from the case where we keep Africa. They changed the mentality of Libyans by telling them Muhammad Gaddafi is a murderer, is a terrorist, is a criminal, is this, is that. All sorts kind of them. And Barack Obama was there very happy. A very black man slave joined white people to kill his fellow black man because he was a good leader for his peoples. African leaders have been assassinated because they become good to their peoples. If any African leader become good to their peoples, they will be assassinated by white men. They will be assassinated not by gun, no. They don't go there and fight you and kill you, no. They use your own people